You can leave the gym tired and still not have trained your glutes properly. The hip thrust is a perfect example of that. So in this video, I want to show you a real client on a real coaching day as we go through what's going to make you tired and what's going to help you to grow.
Sorry about this.
Hey, you've got nothing to apologise for. Why would you apologise?
Well, it just seems a bit
We're problem solving. This is fun. That's why I do this.
But this is why I think I got fatigued with the hip thrust setup.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, I am going to show you exactly what you can do right now that cuts all of this shit in half.
Okay.
So the first thing that you'll notice here, before we even started talking about foot position, glute squeeze, even getting any weight on the bar, is how much energy it's costing Lauren to even get the thing set up. She's not alone here. It's a conversation that I must have every single week. Do your benches decline?
Pass, but maybe.
Right, if they decline, you're already winning. If they don't, easy thing to do. Create a decline. Oh, this is gonna change your world, mate. All of the time that you're doing this, your body is solving the wrong problem. It's trying to balance you. It's trying to stop you wiggling. All of that means that we are not putting maximal force into the bar, and it's another key reason why your glutes simply are not growing. Money. See?
So we don't need the plate underneath anymore?
No, because we've created a decline. So even if you were 8'5", you would just be back here.
Okay.
So that looks like somebody who's ready to do some work.
Yeah.
No, there's no confusion now.
No.
This is where things start to change for Lauren, because now that she's got a stable base in terms of the setup, we can start to look at where the feet are. And if the feet were further away because they were trying to balance her, we can now bring those in, which is going to take out some of the work she was feeling in her hamstrings. What I want you to do is when you sit there, sit nice and upright, reach out, see if your heels can come to your fingers. This is not a foolproof method, because if you have opposite cut, like if you've got really long femurs, this isn't going to work. But it's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So I touched on this a little bit already, but the next thing we changed was foot position. And I truly believe that the reason Lauren's foot position was out was actually because the position of the entire bench was out. And she was putting her feet there because it was a much more convenient way to maintain balance than anywhere else. Now that we fixed that, what I wanted her to do was take her really wide feet, bring them in, and then just bring the heels slightly together. People have a habit of thinking their feet are straight. Actually, what ends up happening is we get some slight internal rotation. That puts us into slight external rotation, and it's gonna give the hips a little bit more room to work. More importantly, we're gonna get more power output. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to turn your feet slightly in here. So heel, there, that's enough.
Yeah.
This is the most powerful position we can be in, right? If you look at any athletes when they're about to do something, nobody stands like this.
Yeah.
If we want to get the glutes to function, we need to give them enough room to do so.
Yeah.
So actually, as I look at this, one of the things I will add is make sure you use your own form. Pay attention to what the main points are in terms of the placement, not copying exactly what she's doing. If your feet are tucked too close to you, you are going to get a lot more quad because you're going for a lot more knee flexion. If your feet, like Lauren's, too far away from you, and you're going to get a lot of hamstring. So we want to find a sweet spot where the feet are stacked right underneath the knees, and from there we're looking at three things. Can we drive through the floor? Can we make sure that the knees track in line with the heels as she's got here? Can the hips finish the rep without the lower back taking hold? We don't need an exacerbated extension at the top, and we don't need to slam the bar or even really slowly bring the bar down at the bottom. We're actually looking for a happy medium between all of these things. And the next thing is how we actually produce that force. So now the feet are in the right position, we can focus more on where we're pressing down through those feet in terms of foot pressure. One of the cues that I give my clients is to imagine there's a squeaky rubber duck underneath the center of the foot, and I want to hear that thing squeak each time. I would stop wasting energy on the way down.
Okay.
So just back down to the floor, back up.
Okay.
So when you get to heavier weights, we don't want to waste energy on lowering down.
No, you're just going to go like poof, poof.
Yeah, we want, because the glutes produce force, and
Yeah.
a lot of it. Now, obviously, we want control in a lot of the things we do.
Yeah.
But if we're going to do dead stop hip thrusts, like you can do here,
Yeah.
load the weight, send it. Any exercise that we do shouldn't be limited by anything other than our ability to create force through the muscle that we're trying to train. If we can eradicate anything that is going to hold us back from allowing the muscle to end the set, then we're going to start to see some growth, because we're not training to distraction, we're training to muscular failure. Good, back down. Back up, good, back down. You can even come up, back down, a bit quicker. So control from the top, good, back down. So you can really, that's it, back down.
Ooh.
Come on, I didn't say stop.
More?
Yeah, up.
Ugh.
Good, 5 more. 2, good. 3, keep your chin down. 4, so stop using your shoulders. You are using your shoulders now, hips up.
Ugh.
So that's key.
Yeah.
Because what clearly was starting to happen is this.
Yeah.
But really what we want is this stays still and this happens.
Yeah.
And this is where the big mistake usually happens, because most people judge their sets by how hard it feels to do. Part of that is going to be emotional, part of that is based on your air levels, so how much you're panting and how much you're sweating, and the other part is just how tired you are. But hard is not the same as effective. So really, a better question to ask yourselves is, where's the work going and how do I know? 2 key things you might want to know, I'm going to drop in a second. So next we have one of the most important coaching points that I want you to take away from this. It wasn't that she wasn't trying hard enough, it wasn't that she wasn't putting in the effort and really training close to failure, because as you can see, and as you will see as this goes on, she absolutely does. However, as she starts to become more fatigued, the movement starts leaving the hips. The lower back starts taking over. We're now not training the maximal strength that the glutes can have, but we're assisting the glutes through the work done around the lower back and the rest of the body.
Oh my God, I can't believe how out of breath I am.
It's hard work.
It's hard work.
You're fucking fit as well. Like, you do 20,000 steps a day.
I know, it's embarrassing.
No, it's not. Because it's a different type of fitness.
Yeah.
We're asking the muscles to do more now.
Yeah.
They aren't used to doing that. So
I know.
they kick up a stink. Protest. This is genuinely why loading muscles is the way forward.
Yeah.
Because you can be tired, but everything's done its job.
Yeah.
Or you can just be tired.
Yeah.
I'd rather be tired and have a big butt. Good.
Oh.
Okay, no, come on, stay up here. So stay up here. Good, and again.
Oh, well,
Good.
I've been doing them wrong.
Yep. Turn your toes slightly out. So actually physically move your, that's it, there you go. Good. So really break from here, really unlock. Keep this bit where it is, but drop the hips. There, now up. Go.
Oh my God.
And one more. Rest there.
Oh. Whoa. I'm excited.
Good. And so this is the difference that I really want you to understand. You know, you can be tired because the right muscles did their job. Or you can be tired because you lifted a ton of weight. These 2 things are not the same. So if we put that same amount of effort, just as she's doing here, create the right stimulus in the right place, that's what we're changing here. We're changing this because I want Lauren's hard work to go towards the result that she's going to be getting, not towards more frustration about why that's not happening. We actually recorded this a few weeks ago, maybe 6-7 weeks ago now, and she's still sending me messages today saying, I cannot believe how much this has changed. We coach people from all over the world, and we look at tons of different form videos every single week. And the most important thing I've ever changed for any one of my clients is their setup, is the position, because when you get those 2 things right, you start to load muscles with intensity and intention, and the fuckers will grow. There is no doubt about that. So to round this up, if your hip thrusts are just not going to your glutes and you're not seeing the growth that you will have expected from the effort and intensity and time that you've been putting into them, hopefully some of the points that we've gone through today make you realize that actually you're not wrong. And it's not immediately that you are a different person that can't grow their glutes or hip thrusts don't work for you, but actually just like with Lauren here, if we check the setup first, we make sure the bench is stable, we make sure the bar is in the right place, we ensure that our feet are then tucked in just like we got her to do here, and we get into the position that instead of wasting time, we are putting all that time and energy into the glute movements that we're doing. And so if you want help building your glutes and doing your training properly, you can apply for coaching below. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys next week. Much love. Take care. Goodbye for now.